Hi Diane, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about your drawing. I have it in front of me with this picture. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. Hopefully you'll have your picture in front of you so you know what I'm talking about. So I am just going to go through it from one side to the other, and we'll just go through all the elements. But it all seems pretty good. So the trees are great. They're a good width apart, and they divide your landscape nicely, just like this part of the picture down here. So that's very nice. And then the foreground is a good width, so that works really well. And then the houses are accurately, well, the shapes are accurate, and they're descending the hill accurately. So that looks really nice. Yeah, and then this one's actually nice. It could be maybe a little bit smaller, but I don't think it matters. This one looks a little further away. I think this one is behind this building over here, whereas yours looks like it's a little bit in front, but I don't think that's a problem. I think that actually works okay, so I wouldn't change that. Your background looks great, so you've got a sense of that big plain, that landscape plain over there, which is great. And then the lines are a little bit faint, but the lakes look good. They're at an angle, it seems, over there, which works nicely. And then the other lake looks like it's in the right spot too. The house over here could be a little bit bigger. So this is in front of that lake. So I would just make it come out maybe ½ an inch wider. And then the line of the building on that side, whoops, a daisy, could actually go more, slightly more, maybe not too much, because it looks pretty straight, but just a little bit more over to the right hand side, because it looks just a little bit too straight. And I know in the picture it does look straight, but maybe just a little bit more leaning towards the right. And then, sorry, my shadow keeps getting in the way. Oh, the river. Okay, so the river goes up. So yours is actually doing the right thing. It's coming over here, and then it's going up there. And then what it does, it actually zigzags back. So I'm just going to actually draw that. I had a pencil around here. Here it is. Okay, so you've got it to about here, and then I'll take a picture of this. It kind of comes back like that. And then it bends the other way. A little bit like this, and then it bends this way. This is going into the mountains. My shadow is really getting in the way here. So mountains are up there. So it can just, I think these are your mountains. I just need to have a look at this just a sec. Okay, I think your mountains could probably go, actually I've got this going here, and then this would come around something like that. So your river is zigzagging back like this. This one's a little further out than that one. And then these two are roughly on the same plane, so that's okay. And then behind there, this would be the edge of your flat landscape. And then the mountains would come behind this tree. So the mountains would come somewhere over here. Like that. And then this comes over here. And then we've got this hill. I would just raise that hill a little bit more. So we're just pulling the landscape up just a little bit higher like that to fit in the river. So you don't have to do the river like that, but I think it's good for you to observe it, and just for your own observation skills, and then trying to draw what you observe as well. I think it's good to try and get it to go all the way back. So I'm just having a look at everything else. Okay, looks good. Yeah, so as long as we've got these in, as long as we've got the foreground and the houses, that's great. And then everything else back here, we've got this plain. The river is important, I think, and then all these other little things that are going to happen over there we'll just do with watercolor paint. And then the people look nice, actually. This one looks really good. His head looks probably, I think it's fine. It may be a bit higher. Let's see. You could maybe, I'll send you a picture, you can maybe make that wider over there, and then this shoulder is a little bit higher, which of course you can't see. Okay. And then maybe it bends over just a little bit more. I think this angle needs to come down maybe just a little bit more. So he just needs to look down. He's looking down a little bit, so I'll send a picture of this back to you and show you. His legs look really good, the dog looks great, his stance otherwise looks good, he really looks like he's carrying the spear, that's really good. This guy needs his back, he's tilting a little bit to the right, whereas if we look over here, he's actually tilting a bit to the left. And you can see the gap between the two people, the snow gap, is thin. So yours is a bit thick. So if we follow, if we're just drawing the snow part, so you got this side correct, and then this side comes down, sorry. Again, I wish I could get the light to work. Not even, okay. Alright, so I'm just going to, I'll do this and then I'll show you. So it's coming like that, and then it's bending in and coming out like that. So he's just bending over a little bit more to that side, and then his shoulder could come down a little bit more, and his head looks about right. He's got a face somewhere there, but we can't really see it. Yeah, and then this comes up. This comes down a little bit, like that, and then it's coming up. You probably see more than I do on your picture. So this comes up more like that. So he's also leaning over. Mine's not leaning over quite as much, but if you, so maybe this needs to be a little straighter. But if you have a look at this, that's more his stance. They're meant to be looking weary, tired, and a little dejected because they didn't get what they wanted. They hoped to get more than one fox, apparently, from what I've read, but they only came home with one fox. So they're feeling a little disappointed and also tired from the hunt. So their stances are telling us that. Alright, and this guy looks actually nice. I like it. He's also a little more bent, so you could just bend that over a little bit more so he's a little more hunched looking. And he has a hat that kind of has a edge that sticks out over there. And then his leg, I'm just going to redo that. So this has a roundness to it. And then his leg seems to come back like that. And then we see more of his calf shape. So he has these knickerbocker things, it looks like. And then this, yeah, this leg is actually correct. So we just need to do a little bit more like that. And I think that's fine. Okay, I'm just going to take one more look. Yeah, I think that's great. So if you just, yeah, the people, it just, the awkwardness of their poses, you had them a little bit awkward looking, it's a little distracting. So you want to, not only do you want them, I mean, it's nice to have it look like that, but if they look convincing, like they're in a convincing stance, then it works better. Then we'll not get stuck on something that's not quite working. Right, and I think that's it. Okay, like I said, I'll take a picture of that. Hopefully you can see this video. It's a little dark in here. But yeah, you let me know if there is anything else I can help you with. Alright, bye.